All right, so now we're gonna show you how to do this simple recipe on the stovetop. You'll either want to rinse the quinoa and mung bean mix before soaking it, or if you soak them, you can rinse it after, that's fine. So these have already been soaking, and I'm gonna go ahead and just use a strainer and rinse them through. And for this example of kitchari making, we're going to do it on the stovetop. So I'm gonna put this in a pot. Add a little bit more than 2 inches of water. So a little more water is required when you do it on the stovetop than when it's the rice cooker. And then it's the same recipe as the rice cooker. Sarah's chopping the ginger. So we're gonna add some fresh ginger into it. I'm gonna add 2 to 4 tablespoons of curry. You can also eyeball this and just put a whole bunch of curry in it.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a strong batch, but it's nice, good flavor. You can just, as you go through the cleanse, you can alter it and put more curry, less curry. You can also use different types of curry blends to change the flavor slightly. So we're doing the most basic recipe here right now. And there's tons of kitchari recipes available online and other places to get it too.
It's overwhelming how many
there
are and ways to do it. So
yeah,
this is the most simple,
it,
right? This is the most simple way that you've come across, right?
Yes, this is effective, it works, so, yep. We will put ginger, a nice big dose of ginger in there. Mix it up a little bit, and then bring it on over to the stove and turn the stove on. Ginger, curry spices, salt, quinoa, mung beans that have been soaked. Nice, warm, well-cooked meal. These nice digestive spices, ginger, everything's cooked very nicely through. Super grounding and nourishing meal. So I will make a couple bowls for us. So this kitchari is really amazing as is. It's also a great thing to add veggies to, or your proteins. So the garnishes that can go on top, fresh cilantro, lime, and some ghee, which is clarified butter. If you don't want to have ghee, you could also use coconut oil or olive oil, another nice lubricating oil of your choice. This just helps to balance out the flavors. Kitchari has more heating spices to it, and the cilantro is great for the digestion, but it's also a little bit more cooling, and then the lime adds another balancing flavor to the meal. Nice cilantro. And we're going to use ghee. So a nice dollop of ghee, and it'll melt right in there. Actually, I would have maybe put the ghee in before the cilantro on top, like under. Let it melt in. And then with this, you can also have the sauerkraut. You can add that to it. I sometimes also use a nut milk yogurt, just something nice and cooling and light to balance the flavors as well. Those are some other options. And again, there's plenty of recipes online. There's plenty of variations. This is a basic kitchari recipe. Bon appetit.
Cheers.
Cheers.
People who eat this balance blood sugars, hormones. Sick children, they oftentimes give this to babies. It's very easily digested. Elderly that are weak. I use it in my practice and taking people through the cleanse for people who want to balance blood sugar. So we've seen a lot of diabetics become non-diabetic because of this food. We've seen a lot of women, infertile women trying to get pregnant, bring this cuisine into their food, into their diet. and they become pregnant. So it's very healing on a hormonal endocrine level, and it's very nourishing.
And it tastes very good.